Hello. Today our topic is master detail form, or sometimes we call it one-to-many form. Okay. In the one-to-many form, we actually need three forms. One is for our menu. The other one is for the lookup. Okay. Once we have chosen or selected a record, it will then proceed, or we can now proceed to our final form, which is the master detail form. The master detail form has two functions. It can be for adding and editing of the records. Okay, you call it a master detail form or one-to-many form because it caters actually more than one table from a database. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to show you the tables that we are going to use. So I'm going to use the database Microsoft. Okay, show tables. Okay, under the table Microsoft, I'm going to use actually how many tables? Wait. Um Here. I'm going to use the table student for me to access the details of the students, such as the name, um and then the student number. Okay. And then another table is for me to edit what the student enrolled. So I need to actually also access my table student sched. Also need to have the table sched. Okay, the student sched stores. Okay, let me show you. Okay, first, select asterisk from stud. So these are the contents of the table: the student number and the name. Okay, and then select from stud skd. Okay, this one naman stores the student number and the schedule number. Actually, this is for so that we will know which student enrolled particular schedule. Okay, then we also need the table skd. This one stores all the subject details. We have the schedule details. You have the schedule number, the subject, the days, the time, and the room. Okay, we also need the table core. Actually, it's certificate of registration. Okay, so this one stores when the student actually enrolled, so the student number and the date the student enrolled. So this one. So those are the tables that we need. So we need four tables in all. So we're going to use inner join for this one. Okay. So again, we're going to use the table student or student schedule, and the core or the certificate of registration. Okay. To proceed, let's open our Visual Studio, create our project. Okay, so add Windows Form Apps.NET Framework. So next, I'm just going to choose which folder I'm going to save my project. So let's call this, or let's name this project as master detail form. There. Again, on my master detail form, I'm going to have three forms. One is for my menu. So just going to change this one. So this will serve as my menu. Okay. My menu actually contains a menu strip. So menu strip. Okay. So it has file. And then I have their add. And can also have edit. Okay. Actually, you can also have delete here kasi you can delete a particular schedule of a student. But now we'll just focus on our add and edit. Okay. So this one has an add and edit. So next, I'm going to have add a form. Okay. So this one will serve as my lookup. So let's name this as lookup. Add. Same as our previous lessons. Okay, the lookup contains, or the lookup has a text box and a text box for you, and a data grid view for you to view the contents of the table student and student schedule. Okay, so I'll have here a label. So let's name this label. Okay. I'll have a text here. So please enter, or too long. Enter student name. There, and then a text box. Okay. I'll just name my text box as TB name. There. And then I also have reached a data grid, sorry. A data grid view. There. Okay. Under my data grid view, I'm going to have a button. So two buttons. One is for OK. Okay. Once I click OK, it will proceed to my master detail form. So OK, and there. So this one is my BTN. Okay. And my text is okay. And then this one is cancel. BTN cancel. There. So first, I'm going to view. I need to view the student number, the name of a particular student who is actually enrolled. Okay? Again, who is enrolled. So, I'm going to use my MySQL. Okay? So, let's have select. Let's use distinct. Going to view unique records. Okay, so distinct student that stood no name from stood, and then on inner join, okay, stood skd on stood skd dot stood no. Mhm. Is equals to stood dot stood no. Okay, there. Those are the students that are enrolled. Okay? It's different from the students that are in the student table. Okay? As you can see, say for example, there's wait. Sige. Select asterisk from stud. Okay? As you can see, it's different there. Okay? There are more students that are uh, in the student table than on this one, because some of the students are on my table students that are not actually enrolled. Okay, so I need this record, the students that are enrolled. Okay, so I'm just going to edit this one. So I have here my SQL. There. So go again here. So in here I'm going to display that on in here. So we'll have the form load. Okay. Have here dim as new odbc data adapter dim ds as new data set. Okay, then here dim cnn as new odbc, that same as before, odbc connection dim cmd as new odbc command. Okay, cnn that connection string, my dsn. Okay, let's check our dsn. So DSN and 123 configure, so it has Microsoft as the database. So that's L123. Okay. So DSN is equals to L123. CNN dot open. CMD is equals to CNN dot create command. Okay, cmd that command text. Okay, so we need to have this one, exclude or delete the semicolon, so place that one here. There. So select asterisk from select distinct stood no, a stood that stood no name from student inner, join it with the sked on the stud sked the sked stud no, and the stud dot stud no. Okay, and then I have da dot select command is equals to cmd da dot fill ds. Let's have student enrolled. Okay, oops, supposed to be ds. Okay, and then dv sorry, dim dv as data view is equals to new data view ds dot tables ds dot table ds dot tables. So that's why this one is sa, so ds there, so ds dot tables and stood enrolled and rolled there. And then let's have data grid view 1 that data source is equals to dv. Okay, let's check. Let's go to form 1, and then this one is for my edit. So I have here my edit. Okay. So let's just try. So form 3 that it's not form 3, so let's look up that show dialog there. There. So edit there. Okay, that's my lookup. Next, let's just change the width. So we'll have it here data grid view 1 uh, let's have that columns 1 that width is equals to data grid view 1 that width and then I have here my student number, so let's hide the student number. So data grid view 1. Okay, let's just actually display the name. Okay, so data grid view 1 dot columns column 0 that visible is equals to false, and let's have the column name as read only, so that the user cannot actually type on our data grid. Okay, so read only is equals to true. Let's try again. There. So I have names there. Okay. So and then next we'll try or we'll do this one, the text box. Once I press, let's say for example, a letter, only let's say for example, I press L, only names that starts with the letter L will just appear. So we'll have the text change. Okay. Let's go again to our lookup. This one for our text change. So for our text change, let's have DS, the tables. Let's have the filtering, enrolled. Okay. Student enrolled, that default view, that row filter is equals to the name, like, single quote, double quote, and ampersand, TB name, that text, okay, ampersand, double quote, asterisk, single quote, double quote, okay. Then data grid view 1 dot data source is equals to ds, the tables, the student enrolled. There. So edit. So for example, L there, R there. So it's filtering. Okay. Next. Okay. So my lookup table is done. It's not actually done yet. I need to have my codes for my OK and then cancel. For the cancel, mm, you just have to hide the lookup form. Okay. Uh, Next, we'll have, let's say for example, the user already selected a student, okay, or a record from this one. When I click OK, it will actually open my master detail form. So we'll need to have or design first our master detail form. So again, my master detail form will serve as my adding and editing of my records. Okay. So my master detail form, let's design this one. So I have here the label. Let's have student number, and then a text box. So let's first have, sige, add. Ah, sige, let's do first the edit so that it will have a connection on our lookup. So student number, a text box for our student number. So we'll have TB studno, and then a label. This one is student name, and then another label where the name of the student will appear. Okay, so student name appears here, there, and they also have another label. This one is for the date. remember the contents of our, oh sorry, the contents of our COR or the core. That's the date will appear here. That's for the edit, but for the add, you will actually add a date in this text box. So TB date. Name this one as LBL name. Also have here a data grid view in which it will actually display the subjects that are enrolled by the user. Also, for the adding function, you can actually add subjects in here. Okay, so we have the data grid view and we have two buttons. Sorry. This one is the BTN save, the text save. Also have a button. This one is cancel and cancel. Oh, sorry. BTN cancel. There. Okay. We'll first do the editing. Okay. So we'll first do the editing. Okay. Once student actually select a particular record here and clicks OK, it will open the master detail. Okay. So to do that, I need to have my codes for my master detail. Okay, so when it's edit, actually can view the student number already, the name, the date when the student enrolled, and the subjects that are uh, taken by the student. So I need to pass the student number. So this one. So okay for my lookup. So let's have me that studno is equals to data grid view 1 dot item 0 data grid view 1 dot current row dot index that value. Okay, and then me dot height. Okay, so I have an error there, so I need to declare my student number. So let's have that as string. So we'll have public studno as string there. Okay, so let's check if it's working. I'll have here a message box. Okay, me dot studno. Okay, so oops. Mhm. I have not passed anything, right? Sige. Public studno as string. Okay. For the passing, di ba, I have not passed anything on here. I'll just pass that here. Okay. So, I'll pass the student number from the lookup to my master detail. So, I have here from the lookup that studno will go to my wrong. Okay. It will go to my master dot stood no from lookup dot stood no. There. And then it will open my what do you call, my master. So master that show. Okay, it will close my lookup that close. Okay, I'm going to have modes for edit and then for add. Okay, so let's have master. Okay, on our master you need to have modes here. Okay, we have public mode as integer. Okay, in here we'll have one as add and two as edit. So for my look, uh there. Okay, so I have here master. This one is from my menu. That mode is equals to 2. Okay, because I'm going to edit first. Okay, so 2. Let's go. Let's try. So file, edit. Let's say for example, Rina. Okay, there. Okay, so this one is my master detail. Okay, once I've selected a particular student, it will display the student number here, the name, and the date, plus the subjects that are enrolled by the students. Okay, let's have it one by one. So let's where is it? So let's first display the name there. The name and student number of a particular, this one, the upper portion. The name is the name, the number, and the date, okay, of the registration. Okay, so let's go to our master. Okay, so this one is working. It's going to have it as comment. So one as add, two as edit. So let's display the name and the student number. Okay, so I have here team CNN as new odbc connection, team CMD as new odbc command, and then CNN dot connection string is equals to DSN is equals to L123 CNN dot open CMD is equals to CNN dot create command, and then CMD dot command text. Okay, so I need to display the name of the student first. So let's have the name first. So select name from stud where stud no is equals to single quote, double quote, whatever is passed by the lookup, me that stud no ampersand, double quote, single quote, double quote. Okay, So DR, so I need to have a data reader. So just have it. Okay. Sige. Let's have this one here. So if mode, if me dot mode is equals to 2, then so this one is for the edit. And if, okay, so I have here, let's insert theme tr as odbc data reader there. So dr is equals to cmd dot execute reader, okay, while dr dot read, so it will be displayed on the lbl name dot text that is I equals to dr dot get string index 0. Okay, and then let's close dr dot close. I'm going to display also the date when the student enrolled. So I have here cmd dot command text is equals to select the core date. Okay, let's try. So select core date from COR, where from COR of our particular student. Let's say for example where stud no is equals to, what's my student number? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 4 there. So need to have that. Okay, so of a particular student, so not exactly this one. Okay, so let's change that later. So copy, place that one in here, but replace this one to double quote, single quote, double quote, ampersand me dot studno, ampersand, double quote, single quote. Okay, again we'll have the dr dot cmd is equals to cmd dot execute reader, and while dr dot get while dr dot read I I'll display it on the date. The name of my date is tb date. Okay, so tb date dot text is equals to dr dot get string index 0. Okay, so let's check first if it's working. File, edit, Rina, okay. Oops, didn't appear. Wait a minute, kaping mainit. Mode to let's So CMD mode 2. Sorry. Yeah, it's mode 2. Mode 2. Let's check first. Let's check first. Okay. So it's supposed to display particular students. This one. Oops. It did not display anything. Ting, 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 ting. Mm. So, wait lang. Dim DR as... let's check the mode. It's connecting. Let's have mode is equals to me dot mode. Let's check if what's the mode. It's not there. Arena, okay. It's mode 0. Does not pass any mode. Let's go to form. Did not pass any mode. Okay, it's supposed to pass a mode. Master mode. Okay. This one. We need to pass first the mode before showing. Okay. The master form. So, file, edit. Okay, so Rina. Okay. There. That's a mode 2. And I have there the Rina and the date. Okay. There. So, how do I display the student number? Okay. For the student number, here, after your end while, just have there tb studno that text is equals to me that studno, whatever is passed. Okay. And then, let's display whatever the user let's just check first. Okay, wait, I'm going to remove this one, make it as a comment because it's working already. Oh, look up, let's say for example Rina, there. Okay, there. the student number, the date, and the name. Okay, here we're going to display all of the subjects that are enrolled by a particular student, which is this one. So for that, um, going to place that one in here. Okay, so let's go to our MySQL. Let's try first. So select. Let's have, for example, name as B. That. Okay. Let's have stud skd dot id. Uh, stud skd dot studno. Also have stud skd dot skedno, and then sked dot subject, and then sked dot days, sked dot time, skd dot room. Okay, from the skd inner join it to stud skd. Okay, on skd dot skd no is equals to stud skd dot skd no. There. Okay, so a particular student. So let's have where stud no. Let's say for example is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 4. There. So a particular student. Place that one in here too. Let's edit, remove, and remove the space. There. So I need to have that in here. So we'll have my CMD is for my edit, and CMD, let's have another CMD. So we have dim CMD1 as new odbc command. So let's have here CMD1 is equals to cnn dot create command. There. So let's have that one here. cmd1 dot command text is equals to this one. Oops, sorry. Let's cut ampersand underscore and the inner join from ampersand there. And then where, let's cut this one here, double quote ampersand underscore where particular student. So let's have single quote double quote ampersand me dot studno ampersand double quote single quote double quote. There. Okay, of our particular student. So let's click start. File, add, Rina, add. Oops. Did not display anything here. Sorry. So I need to have a data grid view. Okay. So let's have a data grid view. ta.select. I don't have any data grid view. So let's have here dmda as new odbc.odbc data adapter team ts as new data set. There. So again, that's why I did not actually display this one because I do not have codes for my data grid view. So let's have the data grid view. ta.select command cmt1, which is that one. ta.fill ts studsked. Name it as studsked. Then dmdv as new as data view is equals to new data view ds the tables the stud as cat. Okay, data grid view 1 dot data source is equals to dv. Okay, let's have that first. Oops, sorry. So file, add, Rina, okay. Oops. Oh. Error. Wait. There's an error. Here. Space. Here. I place a single quote there. So file, edit, Rina, okay. There. Those are the subjects that are enrolled by Rina. So let's have these three columns: the ID, the student know, and the sched know as invisible. Okay. Okay, so let's have that one here. Data grid view 1 dot columns, the 0 not visible is equals to false, and then the other two. So 1 and then 2. There. There. I can only view the subject code, the days, the time, and the room. Okay. So this one is column 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, let's display the schedule. Remove this one. Okay. But I'm going to have the 3, 4, 5, and 6 as read only. So, copy the 3 that read only was to true. 4, the 5, and the 6. There. There. Okay. So next you need to edit the width. So you do that. So you add here the width already. So I can actually view already the content. So I need to update and insert I there. So I have here my insert command. Okay, for the insert command, I'm going to insert schedule for a student. So we have cmd insert, sorry, place that one here na lang on the upper portion. So I need to have a theme cmd insert as new odbc command. Also have dim cmd update as new odbc command. Also need a delete dim cmd delete as new odbc command. Okay, so for my insert, cmd insert is equals to cnn dot create command cmd insert dot command text. So I'm going to insert. Okay, so let's have insert into our skd no, and stud no. Okay, values, I don't know the values yet. Okay, let's have the parameters. Sorry, I forgot the parameters. And theme prm as odbc parameter. Okay, so we have prm. Okay, prm is equals to insert command cmd insert dot parameters dot add at skdino odbc the type. Okay, that odbc type dot int. Let's have 6 and it's schedule. PRM is equals to CMD insert that parameters that add. This one is for our studno. ODBC dot ODBC type dot car 7 characters is for studno. Okay, and then DA that insert command is equals to CMD insert. Okay, so that's for the insert. Now let's go to our button. So button save because it's still edit, so let's have if. So it's edit, so let's have DA na lang muna. DA that update is DS to what's the SKD there. Sorry, it's not update, it's update only there. Let's try. Oh, okay. Wait. Wait. I need to have another code. Let's try this one. Okay. Uh, let's say for example, just going to show you first. So Rina, okay. I need to insert something here. So I don't want to actually type. Okay, here. So let's try to have codes on our data grid view. Okay, so on our data grid view, here, so let's have the data grid view, but on this one, data grid view, look for cell and edit. Cell, no. Cell and edit there. Okay, cell and edit. So let's have so let's have for example tmp, that's a temporary variable string, and tmp is equals to my data grid view 1 dot rows. Okay, data grid view 1 dot current row dot index, then that cells, my index to schedule is schedule that value, okay, is I need to have a variable is valid there, so I need to have variable here. Dim is valid as boolean. So valid is valid is equals to true. Okay, and then if tmp not equal to none, then I'm going to insert dim cnn as new odbc dot odbc connection, dim cmd as new odbc dot odbc command, dmdr as odbc dot odbc data reader, and then cnn dot connection string dsn equals to l123 cnn dot open, and cmd equals to cnn dot create command. Okay, cmd dot command text is equals to going to view all the contents of our subject schedule. So select asterisk from skd there. Okay, so it depends on the student's schedule number that will be inserted by the user. So I have here select asterisk from skd where skd number is equals to temp single quote double quote. Okay, and then dr is equals to cmd dot execute reader. Okay, if dr that has rows is equals to true, then okay, is valid is equals to true. Okay, while dr dot read, okay, let's have the values. Okay, data grid view 1 dot rows. This one is the column is student number, which is we have it invisible. So data grid view 1 dot current row dot index dot cells dot cell. I think this is the call. Wait lang, let's check. The ID, sorry. It's the column ID. And the stud no naman is for, but this is the column stud no. So 1 that values, it depends on the TB stud no, which is on the text box. Okay, and we also have copy 3 is 1 2 3 the schedule number. So schedule number is equals to dr.getString 1, and then another is the 4, that's the subject 1, and then the time, and then the room for there. And while else is valid is equals to false, and then we'll have the dr that close and the cnn that close there. So let's try. Arena, okay. So let's say for example 1 2 3 4 there. Okay, so I just entered a schedule number. Let's say for example 5, okay, 6, for example 1 2 3 4 2, and then tab there. You use the tab. Okay, so let's insert this one. So diba previously I have how many schedule? I have 3, 1 2 3. So let's add another schedule. For example, I will enroll that one, save. So let's check this one. There, I already have 1 2 3 4. There. You can have a message box. Let's say for example, uh, student record saved, like that. Let's say, for example, here na lang, here on our save button. Can have their message box record success, record successful there. We just inserted. Okay, let's say for example we need to update later. Okay, so let's say for example 1 2 3 4 there, save there. Okay, so we have the insert command. Now we'll have the update command. So for the update, okay, cmd update is equals to cn not create command, and then cmd update that command text is equals to let's update. So update stud skd set schedino question mark where id is equals to question mark. So prm is equals to cmd update that parameters that add. So we have skd no odbc that odbc type that int 6 and skd no, and then for the ID. So this one is ID. Let's change this one to ID. And then da.update command is equal to cmd update. There. And let's try file, edit. Okay. So let's say for example, I edit this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's no 6. 6 there. So save. Okay, so it's edited already. Okay, next, let's have the delete. So delete command, cmd delete is equals to cnn dot create command, cmd delete dot command text. Let's have the delete from stud skd where id is equals to, and just copy this one, da.delete command is equals to cmd delete, and then cnn.close. Okay, so edit Rina, so we'll delete this one, delete, and this, save. Oops, error. Is not where. Okay, sorry. Delete from what? Delete from where ID. What? CMD delete from where ID. Let's check. Select asterisk from stud skd. The ID there. Okay, I forgot to replace this one with delete. No, my bad. So file, edit, Rina. Okay, so this one, delete, save. There, deleted. So I already have my codes for my edit on my master detail form. So for our next topic is for the mode 1, which is add. So for the mode 1, I'm just going to have that for my next video. So for the mode 1, just going to have that one in here. So let's have there else. This is for my for mode 1, which is that. Okay, there. Thank you.